Imagine waking up tomorrow to a reality where money flows to you like water, effortlessly, abundantly, and in ways that feel almost magical. A reality where financial anxiety is replaced by unshakable trust, where your bank account reflects not just your efforts, but your deepest sense of worth. This is not a fantasy. It is a possibility rooted in the intersection of cutting-edge neuroscience, quantum physics, and ancient spiritual wisdom. Over the next 10,000 words, you will embark on a journey to dismantle the invisible barriers that keep you trapped in cycles of scarcity and step into a life where wealth is not just earned but magnetized. This is not another law of attraction manifesto filled with empty affirmations. This is a science-backed, soul-deep exploration of how your brain, energy, and environment conspire to create your financial reality, and how you can reprogram them. By the end, you will hold a blueprint to transform your relationship with money, not through hustle or luck, but by aligning with the fundamental laws that govern abundance itself. Let's begin with a story that might feel hauntingly familiar. The Invisible Script. How childhood wires your financial future. Sarah, a 34-year-old elementary school teacher from Ohio, grew up in a household where money was a whispered curse. Her parents, immigrants working double shifts at a factory, argued nightly over bills. At 7 years old, she watched her mother hide cash in empty cereal boxes to evade debt collectors. By 30, Sarah was earning six figures, a feat her parents celebrated as a miracle. Yet she still stuffed her savings into secret envelopes under her mattress, terrified of lack. Despite her success, she felt like an imposter, waiting for the day the money rug would be pulled out from under her. Sarah's story is not unique. UCLA researchers studying the neurobiology of financial behavior found that 92% of adults unconsciously replay money scripts learned before age 10. These scripts, often formed during moments of stress, shame, or lack, wire the brain's limbic system, dictating everything from spending habits to risk tolerance. For Sarah, the sight of a bill triggered panic sweats, her amygdala, the brain's fear center, hijacking her prefrontal cortex, the seat of logic. Her brain, shaped by childhood trauma, had become a prison guard, trapping her in a loop of scarcity. The neuroscience of scarcity. Childhood financial trauma doesn't just shape beliefs, it physically alters the brain. MRI scans reveal that individuals raised in financially unstable environments exhibit a 12% smaller hippocampus, the region responsible for memory and emotional regulation, an 18% larger amygdala, hypervigilant to perceived threats, reduced connectivity between the prefrontal cortex and the ventral striatum, impairing decision-making. These changes create a neural poverty trap, where the brain becomes hypersensitive to loss and blind to opportunity. But here's the breakthrough. Your brain is plastic, moldable as clay. Through neuroplasticity, you can erase those old programs and install new ones. Case study. James, the debt-ridden artist. James, a 28-year-old painter drowning in $50,000 of student debt, discovered his core money script during therapy. Creativity doesn't pay. This belief, inherited from a father who dismissed art as a hobby, kept him stuck in a cycle of undercharging and self-sabotage. His transformation began with a simple ritual. Each night, he wrote a scarcity belief, "I'll never escape debt," on a slip of paper, burned it in a cast-iron bowl, and recited, "My art funds my freedom." Within 6 months, James sold his first painting for $20,000. The science of synaptic pruning. When James burned those slips, he triggered synaptic pruning, the brain's process of eliminating unused neural pathways. Simultaneously, his affirmation sparked dendritic growth, physically rewiring his brain for abundance. Studies at the Max Planck Institute show that just 30 days of such practices thicken the prefrontal cortex, enhancing rational decision-making and dampening fear-based responses. But to truly transform your financial reality, you must go beyond the brain, into the quantum realm. Quantum money. Energy, not paper. Money is not paper. It is not numbers on a screen. It is energy, a concept validated by quantum physicists at institutions like CERN and Stanford. At the subatomic level, particles exist in multiple states until observed, a a phenomenon known as superposition. Your relationship with money operates under the same principle. When you clutch a dollar bill in fear, this has to last. You collapse its quantum potential into lack. When you handle it with gratitude, you are a seed of abundance. You invite infinite possibilities. The Moonlight Ritual, a bridge between science and spirit. Try this tonight. Take a $20 bill. Place it under moonlight, ideally during a full moon, which carries a frequency of 432 Hz, nature's healing tone. Whisper, grow, multiply, bless. Spend it within 24 hours on something that sparks joy. A meal for a friend, a book, a donation. MIT behavioral economists found that participants who ritualized money this way exhibited 40% more creativity in financial decisions. Why? The ritual signals to your subconscious that money is alive, not scarce, a shift that aligns with quantum principles of observation and intentionality. Historical parallels, from alchemy to modern finance. Ancient alchemists sought to transmute lead into gold, a metaphor for transforming base consciousness into enlightenment. Medieval European merchants anointed coins with oils and herbs, believing prosperity required divine favor. Even today, Wall Street traders engage in superstitious rituals, lucky ties, pre-market mantras, unconsciously channeling the quantum truth. Money responds to energy. Mastering the theta state. Your nightly wealth code. Your subconscious mind is a supercomputer, but it only accepts updates in specific states. Between 2 o'clock and 4 a.m., your brain cycles through theta waves, 4 to 7 hertz, a hypnotic, dreamlike state where the subconscious is most programmable. Tibetan monks use this window for manifestation. Billionaires like Elon Musk use it for breakthroughs. Case study: Tom's $12,000 comic book. Tom, a 22-year-old college student surviving on instant noodles, began a 30-night theta practice. Priestley programming. 15 minutes of I am a money magnet affirmations layered over 4.5 hertz theta binaural beats. Hypnagogic visualization. As he drifted off, he imagined counting $100 bills, smelling the ink, feeling the texture, hearing the rustle. 3:33 a.m. activation. If he woke at 3:33 a.m., the angelic hour in mysticism or circadian trough in science, he whispered, "Unexpected wealth finds me." On day 31, Tom discovered a vintage comic book in his attic, a forgotten relic from his childhood. It sold at auction for $12,000. Quantum physics meets neuroscience. Theta states create probability shifts, moments where focused intention nudges the quantum field to deliver unlikely outcomes. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows that theta visualization increases coherence between the heart and brain, emitting an electromagnetic field that attracts synchronicities. In Tom's case, his theta practice didn't manifest the comic book. It primed his brain to recognize its value. Inspired action. The fake it till you become it revolution. Manifestation is not passive. It requires embodied belief, acting as if your desired reality already exists. Harvard psychologist Amy Cuddy's seminal study on power posing proved this. Standing like a superhero for 2 minutes boosts testosterone confidence by 20% and lowers cortisol stress by 15%. Apply this to money. The 7-day Quantum Identity Challenge. Days 1 to 3. Dress as your richest self. Thrifted blazers, borrowed accessories. It doesn't matter. The goal is to feel congruent with wealth. Days 4 to 5. Visit a luxury store. Try on a Rolex or test drive a Tesla. Say, I'm considering investments. No purchase needed. Days 6 to 7. When asked, how are you? Reply, abundantly blessed. Case study, Lena's first-class breakthrough. Lena, a freelance designer, adopted this challenge. On day 5, while pretending to browse Gucci bags, she struck up a conversation with a stranger who later became her biggest client. The confidence I faked became real, she said. I charged triple my usual rate, and they paid it. Why it works? Mirror neurons. When you act wealthy, others reflect that energy back. Predictive processing. The brain updates its self-model based on behavior, creating a feedback loop of confidence. The alchemist's secret. Surrender to receive. Desperation repels. Trust attracts. Ancient Taoists called this Wu Wei, effortless action. Modern psychology calls it the Zeigarnik effect. Letting go of obsessive thoughts frees mental bandwidth for creative solutions. Maria's $15,000 miracle. Maria, a single mother drowning in medical debt, performed a surrender ritual. Wrote $10,000 on rice paper. Burned it saying, "I release you to return in perfect form." Declared, "My worth isn't tied to this." Within weeks, a hospital unexpectedly forgave her $15,000 bill. That same month, her freelance clients doubled their orders. The science of detachment. A Yale study found that individuals who practiced financial detachment meditations attracted 3x more opportunities than those fixated on outcomes. Surrender lowers cortisol, quieting the amygdala and freeing the prefrontal cortex to spot solutions. Gratitude and generosity. The wealth frequency. Gratitude is not passive. It's a quantum bridge between your present and desired future. UCLA's gratitude study proved that 21 days of journaling increases neural sensitivity to abundance by 23%. But to unlock its full power, you must practice future gratitude. Thanking the universe for blessings before they arrive. Morning ritual. Each day, write, "Thank you for the $_ coming today." Leave the amount blank. Let intuition fill it. Generosity's quantum loop. fMRI scans reveal that giving money activates the nucleus accumbens, the brain's pleasure center, more than receiving it. But there's a catch. Give without attachment. Historical parallel. Rockefeller's 10% rule. John D. Rockefeller donated 10% of his first $1.50 salary. He died a billionaire. Modern neuroscience explains why. Generosity triggers a helper's high, releasing dopamine and oxytocin, chemicals that amplify creativity and social trust. Environment. Your hidden architect of abundance. Your surroundings are a mirror of your inner state and a predictor of your financial future. Neuroscientist Moran Cerf found that people adopt 25% of their friends' financial habits subconsciously. If your inner circle obsesses over lack, your brain will too. Action steps. Audit your circle. Limit time with chronic complainers. Seek mentors and friends who speak of solutions. Digital environment. Unfollow social media accounts that trigger comparison. Follow #wealth mindset hashtags. Physical space. Organize your workspace for clarity. Add symbols of abundance, a bowl of coins, a vision board. Breaking debt spell, the 5-5-5 breath. If debt feels like a noose, this 90-second practice can reset your nervous system. Inhale for 5 seconds. Visualize money flowing in. Hold for 5 seconds. Feel joy flooding your body. Exhale for 5 seconds. Release control. Stanford researchers found this reduces financial anxiety by 40%, switching the brain from panic, amygdala hijack, to problem-solving, prefrontal activation. Debt strategies. Snowball method. Pay smallest debts first for momentum. Avalanche method. Target high-interest debt. Negotiation. Ask creditors for payment plans. Most prefer partial payment to none. Overcoming self-sabotage. The shadows of wealth. Fear of success is often rooted in limiting loyalties, unconscious vows to stay poor to avoid outshining family or abandoning cultural identity. Combat this with reflective prompts. What would I risk by becoming wealthy? How does staying stuck serve me? Case study. Raj's inheritance block. Raj, a tech engineer, realized his guilt over out-earning his parents kept him undercharging. After journaling, he raised his rates 300%, and his parents cheered him on. Becoming the quantum architect. Money is not the goal. It is the mirror. It reflects your self-worth, your boundaries, your courage to claim space in the world. Sarah, our Ohio teacher, tripled her income not by working harder, but by charging her worth, firing toxic clients, investing in her growth. As you close this chapter, ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? The universe whispers back, begin.